Stay ahead of the game with our weekly economic insights, where we break down the latest financial news clearly and easily. Hi, I am Soumya. In today's video, we'll discuss the latest domestic and international economic developments to equip you with the knowledge you need to make better financial decisions. In today's edition, we've got some important updates. First, we'll share the good news for air travelers. Indian Airlines are set to increase their share of international flights over the next few years. Then, we'll look at how investors who bought sovereign gold bonds have earned substantial returns by redeeming them amid the recent surge in gold prices. Staying on personal finance, we'll discuss the major milestone reached by mutual fund investors. The monthly SIP book crossed the Rupees 20,000 crore mark for the first time. We'll also update you on the relief provided to digital payment giants PhonePe and Google Pay, as plans to cap their market share have been postponed. Finally, we'll discuss the RBI's effort to make digital rupee more accessible by enabling offline transactions. Stick around to learn about these important things so you can make smart choices with your money and find chances to grow. Well, good news for India's airlines and travelers. Air travelers, here's an update. Indian Airlines are expected to carry around 50% of India's international air passenger traffic by 2027 to 28. This is a big jump from 43% share in the previous year. This increase happens because Indian Airlines are adding more planes and starting new international routes. Airlines also have an advantage over foreign airlines when it comes to connectivity within India. Due to rising incomes, more and more Indians are also taking international vacations these days. Other factors driving this growth are better travel options and ease of getting visas. So, in the coming years, you will be more likely to fly an Indian carrier like Air India, Indigo or Vistara when traveling abroad from Indian cities. Moving to gold bond redemptions. Those who invested in sovereign gold bonds issued by government have recently gained substantially by redeeming them. According to RBI data, investors have redeemed 1.25 tons of gold before maturity. The reason is the sharp 18% rise in gold prices over the past 4 months to record high of Rupees 7,325 per gram in April. Investors redeemed bonds originally bought at Rupees 376 crore for Rupees 731 crore and made a profit of Rupees 355 crore. Analysts says some of these gains are reinvested in the rising equity market. Given the surge in gold rates, if you redeemed your gold bonds, you likely made substantial returns. Shifting to digital payments, we all make online transactions using apps like PhonePe or Google Pay. These apps are a big success in India, but a rule is coming that could limit their growth. This rule said that each app could only handle a maximum of 30% of all payments made using a UPI system. Currently, PhonePe has 48.3% share, while Google Pay has 37.4% share of the total 11.5 billion UPI transactions in April. The good news for UPI giants is that this rule has been delayed for up to 2 years. This gives PhonePe and Google Pay more time to adjust their business and comply with these rules more slowly. It also allows them to sell other financial services to their existing customers. The delay was caused by people's concern that if the rule started suddenly, it might cause problem for people using UPI. This delay also gives smaller payment apps more time to grow their business before the 30% limit kicks in. Let us move on to the mutual fund's new milestone. This is an interesting new milestone in the Indian mutual fund industry. For the first time ever, the monthly inflow through systematic investment plans crossed Rupees 20,000 crore to reach Rupees 20,371 crore in April 2024, while the overall equity mutual fund inflows fell 16% to Rupees 18,917 crore in April due to lower investment in large cap funds. The SIP book continues its steady rise. This shows SIP remain a popular investment mode for disciplined and regular investing. Interestingly, small cap equity funds saw an inflow of Rupees 2,208 crore in April after witnessing outflows in March. At the end of April, the total assets managed by Indian mutual fund industry touched a new high of Rupees 57.26 lakh crore. This SIP milestone represents investors' confidence in following a systematic investment approach to building their wealth over long term, especially in volatile markets. Moving on to the FPI's investment strategy amid elections. foreign portfolio investors have taken a cautious stance amid the ongoing general election in India. In the first 2 trading days of May, FPIs invested just rupees 1,156 crore in Indian equities while selling rupees 1,727 crore debt. This muted inflow comes after FPIs pulled out a massive rupees 8,700 crore from equities in April over concerns like changes in tax treaty with Mauritius and rising US bond yields. According to Himanshu Srivastava of Morningstar Investment Research, FPIs have adopted a wait-and-watch approach until the election results. Their investment stance will likely become clear after the outcome. In the previous 2 months, FPIs invested rupees 35,098 crore in March and rupees 1,539 crore in February. Moving on to RBI's notice to NBFCs. The Reserve Bank of India has directed non-banking financial companies to strictly enforce the 20,000 rupees cash payout limit on loans, citing the Income Tax Act. As per the Act, no individual can take a loan of over 20,000 rupees in cash. RBI's latest directive to NBFCs reiterates this rule to discourage cash transaction in the system. This moves come after RBI's regulatory action against IIFL Finance for lapses in its gold loan business, including breaching these cash dispersal limits. Let's see RBI's plan to allow offline transaction in digital rupee. In a significant development, the Reserve Bank of India is working to enable offline transactions capability for its central bank digital currency or digital rupee. Currently, the digital rupee sees around 1 million transactions daily. However, the RBI wants to add the key features of offline transaction to make them more like physical cash. The RBI governor notes that once fully rolled out, this enhancement can make the CBDC more resilient and accessible even in the remote areas with poor internet connectivity. Let us wrap up with this week's market performance. After a big drop in the last session, Indian stock market increased slightly on Friday. This was because the global markets were doing well. In the stock market, Indian investors bought more than they sold, with domestic institutional investors buying asset worth rupees 16,351.32 crore. However, according to the latest data, foreign investors sold asset worth rupees 11,353.03 crore on May 9th. That's it for today. This week's Economic Insight taught us about the significant changes and plans across different sectors. Amidst all these changes, one thing remains the same: the financial world continues to evolve rapidly. So stay alert, stay informed, and most importantly, stay focused on managing your money wisely.